6 American service members now dead, more than a dozen injured as attacks in the Middle East intensify. Glad you're with us this evening. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Natalie Chuck, in for Jessica Porter. Today, Iran continued its retaliation against the U.S. and Israel's massive operation over the weekend, which killed several top officials, including Iran's supreme leader.
The Trump administration has faced questions about why the U.S. decided to launch this operation now and just how long it will last. This afternoon, the president said the campaign could last weeks until Iran's nuclear program is neutralized.
And a big concern right now, beyond the fighting itself, is what this could mean for the global energy supply. Oil markets reacted immediately, and if disruptions continue, some analysts say we could start feeling it at those gas pumps.
So right now in Colorado, the price of gasoline rose 6 cents on average from yesterday to $2.88. Denver 7's Dan Grossman spoke with several experts who say it's not clear how high prices will go or just how long this increase will last.
In the span of just 3 months, Colorado's average price of gas has risen nearly 40 cents per gallon, from $2.49 in early December to $2.88 today. In other words, we were second cheapest in the country. Now we're 28th cheapest. The latest spike comes as the situation in Iran continues to unfold.
There's always going to be an immediate reaction by the market. And today we saw nothing different than what we would have expected, which is oil prices spiked.
I spoke with Denver-based financial planner and market expert Chuck Bautista about the fallout. He told me we can expect higher gas prices for about a month, and it hinges on the laws of supply and demand. Because of the sanctions, Iran only accounts for 4% of the world's oil production, but it does control the Strait of Hormuz, which shuttles around 20% of the world's oil supply daily. On Monday, Iran said the strait was closed due to the strikes and it would attack any ships trying to pass, hampering supply. President Trump also said the operation in the country could last 4 to 5 weeks, but he is prepared for it to go longer.
If we see a situation where there's a regime change and that regime change is friendlier to U.S. interest in the area, could that impact oil prices and bringing them down?
Bautista told me likely yes. In that scenario, sanctions would ease and new oil would flood the market, knocking down what you pay at the pump. The opposite could also happen. With an unfriendly regime, Bautista said sanctions could tighten and prices could increase further, adding, it's simply impossible to say at this point.
President Trump stated 4 to 5 weeks, but we'll stay there for as long as needed. That would be what I would expect our timeline to be in terms of what the impacts are on the economy.
In Denver, Dan Grossman, Denver 7.
And this afternoon I checked and found the cheapest unleaded gas in the metro, $2.19 a gallon at this Shell in Lakewood just off Colfax.